This is the Jarvis Group project, and I'm Jane Lipsett, and I'm going to be presenting the first part. Cyberstalking is when digital technology is used to track and harass someone in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable, worried, or threatened. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, 73% of individuals have reported experienced cyberstalking. This is a shockingly high statistic. Cyberstalking has become a huge problem in the United States and many other countries. Cyberstalkers use technology and digital applications to threaten, scare, and harm their stalking victims. Cyberstalking can start through a variety of different paths: a kind word online, a rude comment, a group photo, but it often begins with an over-enthusiastic interest in a person, which leads to an invasion of their privacy. The intentions are usually far worse than an invasion of one's privacy. The intentions of a cyberstalker is to humiliate, coerce, scare, control, and/or harm the individual and their reputation and credibility. Cyberstalking is more often than not accompanied by offline stalking and can lead to physical danger and interactions with the cyberstalker. According to Stats LLC, 47% of individuals being harassed online know they're cyberstalker. Cyberstalkers tend to target females as their victims of cyberstalking. According to the Working to Halt Online Abuse organization, females make up 73% of all cyberstalking victims. With cyberstalking becoming a larger and larger issue for many people, the question is, how do we prevent ourselves from being cyberstalked? There are some very simple ways to reduce the risk of cyberstalking. To reduce the risk of cyberstalking, one should set strong passwords, turn off and restrict location services, set your online accounts, like social media, to private, and of course, update your software to prevent information leaks and security exposures.
The invasion of privacy caused by the innovations and use of technology in our society has created many problems for a lot of people, one of which includes identity theft. In an era where pretty much everyone's personal information is either stored online or shared through social media, it has become easier for cybercriminals to gain access to our information. Innovations like social media and the ability to spend or transfer money through online banks has given anyone with the ability to find this data easy access to more than enough of our personal information. Now, they have the ability to obtain things like personal information, our appearance, and even addresses. The Bureau of Justice Statistics reported that from 2014 to 2016, the number of people 16 years or older who had experienced identity theft had risen to 10%. And this is just the beginning. As the use of technology increases, people become more vulnerable to these attacks, and this number will continue to rise. There are many ways we can protect against these types of attacks, such as creating strong passwords for things like social media, only sharing information with trusted people or sites, and regularly monitoring things like credit reports, looking for anything that looks unusual. Being careful when it comes to things like emails that you may not completely trust or suspicious links could also help.
Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place on social media, messaging platforms, gaming platforms, and mobile phones. It is usually repeated behavior aimed at scaring, angering, or shaming those who are targeted. Some examples of cyberbullying would include hate comments, sending mean or harmful text messages, spreading rumors, posting or sharing private information, and so much more. Cyberbullying is extremely harmful, and because 95% of teens are online or very involved in social media, it has become one of the leading causes of suicide in the US. Around 37% of young children between the ages of 12 and 17 have been bullied online. I personally believe that social media addiction is linked to cyberbullying. According to a study done at the University of Georgia, higher social media addiction scores and more hours spent online significantly predicted cyberbullying perpetration in adolescents. Oftentimes, they are way more aggressive or critical on social media because of the anonymity they have online and their ability to avoid relation. The best way to end cyberbullying is to cut back on or completely cut out social media. If cutting it out completely isn't an option for you, some ways to protect yourself against it would be protecting your accounts and devices, keeping your personal stuff private, blocking your bullies, and trying your hardest to ignore them. I know it's hard, but more oftentimes than not, the bullies are actively trying to get a reaction out of you, whether it's negative or positive, so not responding to them is the best way to go about it.